And we're going to play a little bit of Witcher 3 today. First day of my 5-day weekend off work. I'm fucking thrilled as fuck. I'm going to swear a lot today because I'm fucking happy as shit. I like my job, but I needed a fucking rest. Come across as a little side quest, so we'll just talk to this guy.
Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you.
Got work for me? New contract?
Of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself beautifully years past on your last sojourn in Beauclair. I was in a bit of a bind at the time, do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay you in full one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
A savings account at Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get.
Nice.
Gotta stop by that bank.
I do want to just repair my gear, actually, before progressing further. We're going to try and get some of the main quest done today.
You need new britches? Oh, God!
Nope, I just want fixing. I've got another level up since last I played The Witcher. Been doing a little bit of the wrap-up. Done a fair whack of treasure hunting. Nice.
So long.
Yeah, so... God damn it. Close that down. I like to have a window open so I can see the chat without it taking up all the left-hand side of the screen. So yeah, if you look at our secondary quests, the ones that are in Novigrad, Skellige, etc. are rapidly there. So those are the two main quests. And all the rest should be mostly DLC. So 2 for the main game there, 3 for the main game, 4. No Witcher contracts. So we are nearly ready to finish the main quest. We've got like 6 quests. But most importantly, I just want to make sure I've got all the Witcher diagrams in case it locks me out of those when I complete the main quest. I'm going to grab my pay first, actually, as well. Because I've done a few more in Night for Hire. So I should have substantial rewards.
Ollie, accent free.
Right, so where do I pick up...
I don't know that.
Shut up, Alexa. I like it, my Amazon toy, but it doesn't have trigger at its own convenience sometimes. So you won't even say the command word and it'll go, Then I try requesting music and it's like it can't understand the Yorkshire accent, which saddens me.
Oh!
Literally got to enunciate everything fucking crystal clear. Is it too late at night for me to get my rewards? Guessing so, so we'll meditate a little bit. Till 10 in the morning. This'll renew my swallows in case and bombs and the like. Just in case I need them. So it wants me to go up here.
Oh.
Before long, you will have to look. Cutler sucks its blood to face it. Too much out again. My suit?
Give me gold.
Greetings, Knight. Much is said in Beauclair of your bravery and dedication. Thus you've secured a claim to compensation. Sign here, please.
I got 1,000. Only got 1,000
Go in
coins.
peace for a night.
143 killed.
Come on, I did more work than that.
Greetings, knight.
Motherfucker, he's
Go
not paying
in
me
peace
sufficient for
for
my
a night.
work. Fine. Screw you two, buddy. So we'll pull up the world map. Switch back to the main quest. La Cage aux Fous.
Pardon my tongue, but that low half-breed was... What's you, Silverlocks? Looking for diversion?
Not from you, buddy. So we've got to meet Regis
Leviosa's wounds.
Oh!
Geralt of Rivia.
at the cemetery.
Scars.
Snow White, you with the exquisite hair.
Exquisite, eh? Why, hello. Compliment my hair.
Snow White,
Name's Geralt. What can I do for you?
that hair, the scar, the frown. It's all perfect.
Something you actually want from me? Or are you just gonna go on gushing about my attributes?
I admire, good sir. Admire and desire. Such a threat in the eyes. Oh, so manly.
If you're trying to get me to meet with you some evening, afraid you're just wasting your time.
An evening? Impossible. I shall require the soft light of mid-afternoon for this portrait.
Portrait?
Indeed. Yours. En face. Actual size. With the finest vista Toussaint affords behind you. Pose for me. You must. Naturally, I shall pay the compensation due to you for your modeling services.
Don't see why not. Long as it doesn't take long.
It shan't, never worry. With but a short distance to a perfect landscape perfectly to frame your perfect physiognomy.
Let's go then.
I need only fetch my... We shall meet at noon at the western gate, near the palace. From where we'll venture forth together.
Excellent. I got flattery. The portrait of a witcher is an old man.
Nice tune.
Haven't played that much of the second DLC. Been out in the countryside doing random bits, so I've not really been in the cities.
About you, Witcher, and whisper even.
Good. I want them scared. Proceeding on foot because my horse is a dickhead with a mind of his own. Doop, 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 doop.
Your bones are aching again.
I hear a crying woman. Geralt does not like crying women.
Mouth's dry as a stockfish.
I don't know what one of those is.
You've the look of a knight. Over there, monsters have come.
Axie! More Axie. Dangerous.
Show me.
Guess we can grab the mutagens. I do need blue.
Gotta blow this up if I want to get rid of the Endrigas.
Blowing it up. Small experience. Do I not get a reward?
You could make yourself useful.
Good work, Geralt. With that itself, you can use some time off.
Not much of a reward. Luckily it was en route.
You've spread some nastiness to me.
You what, mate? Enemy there. Right, gonna heal up because it's a graveyard I'm going into, so there's fucking bound to be some sort of fucking bullshittery. Oh, fuck. Dual shock power though. Let's quickly just grab my charger. Heal up a little bit. Always good to get parts. Algol there. Can I heal up? Don't bother me and I won't bother you.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Well, it always wants me to do this shit, don't it? Cool. Whatever, drank your smoke, yet gave up and died. Good riddance, made the prophet nugging. What? I think I found my way in. There's a fucking beastie down there, isn't there? Am I standing in poison? Is that why I couldn't heal? Come on, heal up. So envy that the lower difficulties can just heal on fucking meditation. There we go. Wants me to go that way, so I'm going to go this way first. Actually didn't matter.
An illusion.
I'm good with illusions.
Interesting.
Right, so for best for Raven. Good for you. This way. Dickhead, did you not hear me knock on the door? Why did they not let me in?
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out, but Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name: resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food.
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
And that will do what for us exactly?
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Let's drink!
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
Is your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask you directly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Gotta ask you the big question, one everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Dettlaff, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand or move on my own. Dettlaff bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cirilla?
I found her.
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now. All right. Give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say. But I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a Witcher?
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a Witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a Witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
It's a fucking bird.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived, entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse, in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember...
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate. It's covered in... spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later.
Tomes, thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Now I spied a chest. There we are. Ooh, that's a rather nice chunk of XP that I just got there, 500. No, just inviting you, Panther. Leave me the fuck alone. That's sexist. How about you check your privilege? Yeah, we're taking the straightest line there is. Even if it means running into trees. I'd rather be for you, leave me alone. Nearly there. Foglets.
Bar guests. Never a good omen.
Oh, and a foglet too. Fuck you, you foglet. Alright, I had my guard up, but okay. Fucking foglets. Hate those guys. Please no more foglets. Good. Another bar guest.
Come on.
Flagged as enemies down there. Save.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Maliaro?
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Right, in we go.
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Ooh, stained diary. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, what?
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
Spoon key, no.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
So I've got a side quest here, hold on.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right on, bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
Lots of spoons.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Hold on a minute. So we could descend.
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still.
Read Beastry to learn more about spotted whites, okay? God damn it. There we are, spotted white. Brush the heads, get spotted white. Stay calm, leave them alone. So just Yarden, Necrophage, Enigni.
Somewhere around here. What I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Nice, I got a level up. Hide here. I'm gonna try and lift the curse.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here. Convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
Thank you. I was wanting a chair.
Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
That seems logical.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Did it work?
Think it might. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see
Holy fuck! 900 experience points.
to the white.
Fucking
Won't be hard to find given its
cha-ching.
stench.
Hold on, I want to check what my time's on actually. Come on. We're nice to you, Whitey. Time are we on? Come on, hurry up. 50 minutes, right. So what I'm going to actually do is have a quick cig break, and then we'll do the second half in about 5 minutes time. So, back shortly.